Hello guys, welcome back to Pages with Sidra. In this video, we're diving into Chapter 9 of the Rebellious Apostle of the Harvest Goddess. If you haven't watched the previous chapters yet, make sure to check them out on our channel so you can enjoy the full story from the beginning. Let's jump right in. The goddess of abundance stared in disbelief, eyes wide and body tense. I've never heard or seen such a skill, she thought, shaking her head. Is he really human? Maybe. He's a death god from hell, or something. Her mind raced for a moment before a sudden realization struck her. She spoke softly to herself. Kids, I think I know what happened. Doji's eyes lit up immediately. Oink. As expected, you did grant the skill, goddess. Ari, not missing a beat, kicked Doji and scolded him. Peep. Ugh, you idiot. Just stay still. Ari then turned toward the goddess, his small voice filled with curiosity. Peep. So? What happened? The goddess drew a slow breath and explained carefully. The apostle's skill. It seems to have grown. As you know, the decapitation skill is a skill created by modifying the harvest skill. Remember when the skill evolved and area harvest became possible? Similarly, the decapitation skill has evolved into the mass decapitation skill. Ari's tiny body shivered as he whispered. Isn't that usually only possible for first-year apostles? The goddess nodded solemnly. Yes, that's why he's a scary child. And her voice softened, a warm pause lingering. And a grateful child. He may seem scary because of his monster-like growth rate, but thanks to him, we are able to talk like this. As soon as the apostle returns, I'll grant the communication skill, so don't worry too much. Ari's small frame relaxed, voice tinged with shame. Peep. I'm sorry. I showed an ugly side. At that moment, Chansu returned, waving his hand casually. The goddess smiled gently, speaking quietly to herself. I don't know what I should say first, but I want to have a proper conversation with my apostles soon. First, shall I introduce these as my divine beasts? Ari, Hamdal, and Doji excitedly scampered toward Chansu, chirping and squealing with delight. Chansu paused, blinking in surprise. Suddenly, his system window appeared before him. The god of abundance grants a new skill to the apostle. The goddess murmured to herself, "I'm serious." Limiting the apostle's path violates the world rules. He must be able to decide for himself. The system window presented him with two choices. Choose a skill. Promise of abundance communication. The goddess, deep in thought, smiled faintly. You've been given two choices, right? Of course, if it's my apostle, he'll choose communication. Chansu tilted his head, reading the options, voice soft with curiosity. A new skill? The goddess continued planning silently, a gentle mix of concern and pride in her tone. I should tell him to stay away from fights since they're dangerous. And first of all, I'll say thank you. Thank you for choosing me. Moments passed. The goddess watched patiently, expecting Chansu to select the communication skill. Instead, he moved the cursor deliberately, selecting one of the two options. The system window flashed. Skill selection is ending. Based on your selection, you acquire Promise of Abundance. The goddess, who had been smiling in anticipation of talking with him, froze in shock. Her eyes widened, and a small gasp escaped her lips. He chose the other skill. Why Chansu didn't choose the communication skill? At the very moment Chansu faced the skill selection, the system window displayed two clear options. Promise of abundance communication. Chansu blinked, squinting at the screen. He muttered to himself, voice thoughtful. Promise of abundance? I have no idea what this does. He looked at the second option, tilting his head. Communication lets me talk to animals and plants. Immediately, his imagination ran wild. Ari's tiny, indignant voice echoed in his mind. How could you do this to me? I trusted you. I thought of you as family. Doji's squeals joined the mental scene, his little beak flapping angrily. I'll get revenge. I'll peck you until my beak breaks. Even the apple tree seemed to cry out in his imagination. Chansu, have you ever tried bearing fruit over 100 times a day? My shoulders are really falling off. Chansu's face twisted in horror as he imagined the chaos. His inner voice sighed. Ugh, this won't do. Just imagining it is horrible. There's a saying that ignorance is bliss, right? I should never choose communication. With a decisive click, he selected the other skill. Immediately, the system window flashed. Skill selection is ending. Behind him, the goddess, Ari, and Doji all sank into visible gloom, their expressions falling into a mix of disappointment and worry. Chance frowned, looking at them. Why did everyone suddenly become so gloomy? Well, let's focus on the skill for now. Another system notification popped up. Skill, decapitation, promise of abundance. Chance muttered to himself, tone thoughtful. As expected, no explanation. A promise. With the goddess of abundance. He picked up a single shiny apple, holding it carefully. With resolve, he said aloud, I will offer these apples to the goddess. Turning toward her, he called cheerfully, Goddess, here. The goddess, however, turned away, looking slightly sad. Chance blinked, confused. Goddess. Suddenly, the system window updated. Points used according to skill usage are summed up and returned. Chansu tilted his head, thinking aloud. Why is she sulking? I didn't need it, but I offered it. So, success? If I keep promises, I get points back. It feels like quests being given to me. A mischievous smile crept onto his face. He pinched Hamdall's cheek playfully. This time, I will pinch Hamdall's cheeks. Hamdall squealed, but Chansu grinned as it went in again. Hamdall retaliated with a playful punch, making Chansu chuckle. He leaned back slightly. Should I try one more time? Chance's eyes flicked to Doji, a new idea forming. He spoke with a grin. I will make Doji's belly. Doji, smiling innocently, eyed him suspiciously, while Ari's thoughts screamed in panic. Don't tell me. Chansu placed some apple pieces in front of Doji, speaking with a dramatic flourish. I will make them call. Doji eagerly gobbled up the apple slices, squealing happily. Oink. Tasty. Chansu leaned back, slightly exasperated, staring at the points counter. Why aren't the points coming back? Is it a bug? He shook his head, muttering. Don't tell me. His belly isn't full yet. I gave him over 10 pieces. Sighing, he shrugged. Whatever. This is getting more expensive than the return. The principal is a bit wasted, but can't be helped. From the side, Ari sighed in relief, a tiny note of gratitude in his voice. Finally, things are under control. From the side, Hei Sujin came running toward Chansu, her urgency clear as she called out. Customer, oh Chansu. Chansu, slightly startled, spoke quickly. You came back in just one day? Is something wrong? Hei Sujin's expression was serious, her voice sharp with concern. Right now? This isn't the time for this. You need to quickly conquer and defend this block. Chansu blinked, taken aback, stammering. Suddenly. What are you? Is someone going to attack? Hei Sujin nodded firmly, her eyes intense. They might. Emperor Apple's popularity soared so much we limited purchases to one per person, but still, 5,000 people have already made reservations. Chansu's jaw dropped, and his eyes nearly bulged out, and as Hamdall also looked at in disbelief. 5,000 people? Hei Sujin continued, explaining quickly. They don't care when they receive it. They want us to send them as soon as they come in. Because of that, raiders targeting apples and blocks will swarm here. But this place is outside territory, so there's no way to prevent crime. It would be different if there was backing, but Chance's mind immediately turned inward, eyes narrowing as he glanced at his back. He thought to himself, backing? My backing is only the goddess. The goddess was quietly observing the scene, hidden but alert. Chance's thoughts darkened. If I lose, not only the goddess, but abundance is over. Hei Sujin pressed on, her voice instructive. You need to at least conquer blocks and install gates. Chansu paused, then added strategically. Let's conquer surrounding blocks to create camouflaged bases. That way, the distance to me will also get closer. Hei Sujin's eyes lit up as he realized the advantage, and Hei Sujin continued. Good idea. If we conquer blocks and make gates, movement ticket restrictions will disappear too. Chansu, still shocked by the sheer scale of the situation, muttered. By the way, why did so many reservations pile up? This isn't a normal situation at all. 5,000 people without consulting me. Hei Sujin gave a small, almost amused smile. You didn't know? The whole blocks are in chaos because of Emperor Apple's effects. Chansu's eyes widened in disbelief. What? Effects? You mean? Hei Sujin nodded, smiling as she listed them matter-of-factly. There are rumors that eating emperor apples makes skill proficiency faster, cures diseases, prevents illness, clears skin, eliminates fatigue, whitens teeth, helps lose weight, and improves memory. That's the rumor. Chances shouted, half exasperated. Are you kidding me? Why don't you just call it a panacea? Hei Sujin's expression softened slightly, her voice amused but sympathetic. So it wasn't true after all? I had some hope. But that's disappointing. Chansu clenched his fists, frustration boiling over as he muttered to himself. How could that be possible? He quickly refocused on the task at hand, speaking firmly. First, let's quickly conquer blocks in. Hei Sujin's voice cut in again, eyes gleaming with a mix of hope and expectation. Mr. O Chansu. But, isn't it really true? Really? Chansu threw his hands up, exasperated, and shouted. It can't be. They're just apples. The scene shifted to a hospital, quiet and calm except for the low hum of activity. Through the entrance, Rohan walked in confidently, carrying a basket of apples. A reporter nearby noticed him and whispered excitedly. Who's that person? Looks like I hit the jackpot today. Inside, at a hospital bed, a patient smiled warmly as he looked at Rohan. You're finally here? Rohan nodded, placing the apples down carefully. Hospital visit gift. The patient, revealed to be Hong Yunsu, alchemy's grand alchemist, raised an eyebrow. You know today's discharge, right? Rohan tilted his head slightly, curious. Is this that apple? Hong Yunsu's eyes sparkled as he spoke, recalling the buzz surrounding Rohan's purchase. That apple? The one you bought a bunch of after discovering something mysterious? The rumors already spread everywhere. Rohan waved his hand dismissively, his tone casual. What nonsense. Hong Yunsu smirked knowingly, peeling one of the apples. I knew you'd say that. He cut a slice and bit into it with vigor, his eyes widening as the taste hit him. This is crazy. Taste and nutrition are packed to the limit. Are other apples this delicious too? What's the taste variation? Rohan, taking a bite himself, grinned slightly and muttered. Am I some god of cooking? Hong Yunsu examined the apple slices with a discerning eye. Even with your senses, it's hard to notice. How did they grow this? Even using special fertilizer, it would be difficult to enhance the taste and aroma of all apples. Suddenly, Hong Yunsu's voice rose in mock frustration. Hey, you crazy bastard. What are you going to do if you eat all the gift you brought? Rohan, calm and amused, replied. Then eat it quickly. Hong Yunsu held up his mobile phone and laughed. I don't lack time. Do I lack money? I'll buy it with my own money. I'm a VIP at Circulation Department Store. He called the store directly, and a voice answered from the other side. Customer, we're really sorry, but reservations are currently very backed up. Hong Yunsu waved the concern away. You still have a lot left, right? Sell it to me. I'll pay double. No, triple. Rohan smiled calmly, replying. I have both money and time. Hong Yunsu shouted in mock outrage. How petty of you. Are you even a friend after doing this, you stupid? Rohan leaned casually, teasing. You're the one who didn't eat it. Unbeknownst to them, reporters outside snapped pictures, capturing the interaction. The headline blared instantly. Breaking news, Grand Alchemist Hong Yunsu discharged immediately after eating Emperor Apple. Emperor Apple, that even cured alchemy side effects. Is it really a panacea? The scene cut to Ryu, watching the news with frustration boiling over. He shouted angrily at the screen. Are you kidding me or what? These guys are adding fuel to the fire. It's not a panacea. And that's a wrap for this chapter. Thank you so much for watching Chapter 9 of the Rebellious Apostle of the Harvest Goddess. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. Chapter 10 is already uploaded on the channel, so be sure to check it out next and continue the adventure.